Just when you thought it was safe to surf YouTube, it's time for movie reviews from the Asylum with Insane Mike and Jason.
Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those? Hey, how's it going, everybody? Movie review time. Can you guess what movie we're going to review? I think our little music interlude clued you in. Jason, tell us.
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers. Yes, Jeepers Creepers. Love it.
Love it.
Love it. This movie is awesome. Really, really love this movie. We saw this in the theater back in the day when it first came out. So pleasantly surprised. We were like, you know, it's a horror movie. Back in the days when we actually had time to go to see every single horror movie that came out, we would go see every single horror movie that came out. And we had no expectations on this film whatsoever, right?
No.
That I remember.
I didn't really know anything.
Oh man, we were just from the beginning. This movie just goes and goes and goes and doesn't let up. It's awesome. It's great. It's almost like 2 movies in one, or 3 movies in one, as far as like horror movie genres go. Because it really starts off as kind of like dual.
Yep.
And then it kind of turns into like almost like a slasher film. And then it turns into a full-on monster movie.
Yeah.
So it's like 3 movies in one, which is great. It's, you know, because it gives you everything.
3 times the entertainment.
That's right, times 3. So, Jeepers Creepers stars Justin Long and some chick, and it's awesome. And the whole movie, it starts off with their brother and sister, and they're driving across the country, and it's like, hey, we're home for the weekend on college. So, so they're driving home in her car, and then all of a sudden there's this big nasty truck that's like trying to run them off the road, and like they run them off the road, and then they find the truck later after Justin Long takes a piss in the woods. Not really in the woods, it's kind of in the morning. I just don't want to comment. It's like, it wasn't in the woods, dumbass. You know, I'm just clarifying.
Yep.
So they're driving along later, and then they see the truck parked at this house, and they see this dude dumping what looks like wrapped up bodies down this tube. The tube. So in typical horror movie fashion, they go back to see what's down the tube. You have to. You have to. It's law. So, and then like they're just chased down through the rest of the movie by this mysterious figure. So by the dude in the truck, which turns out to be like. So it turns out the guy's like this winged monster that's like hundreds of years old, and it comes back every so many years to feed stuff, and so I'm sorry if I gave away anything to anybody, and like Darth Vader was Luke's father. Okay, I'm just gonna give out all the spoilers.
So suspenseful. I mean, Victor Silva,
writer and director.
He renewed our faith in horror, in modern horror with this movie. There was so much suspense. I mean, when they go to the tube, he did things with that tube and the shots with the tube that I know. This tube, it's right there in the pic. Anyway, there's some serious suspenseful moments, some great camera work, such great filmmaking in general.
But no, when they're looking down the tube, it's just the angle of it. There's extra space in the frame to like either the right or left of the character that makes you think. Because if you pay attention enough in horror movies like we do, like anytime something's about ready to jump out at you from behind, the framing is always a little bit off for room for that monster killer or whatever to pop in from behind. And there's tons of shots that are like that in this movie, where it's just like things are a little bit just framed a little bit not quite right to where you're expecting this whole time for something to jump out and grab Justin from behind. So yeah, so it's just very suspenseful in the use of his camera angles and stuff, and I love the shot where she's sitting in the car and you see out of focus this truck coming up the hill, and she's not paying attention, and then like and she sees it and she starts freaking out, but then when it drives by, it's a completely different truck. So, yeah. We're deciding to do a review on Jeepers Creepers because they have Jeepers Creepers Part 3 coming out. I found a trailer for it on the YouTube, and so it got me excited, and we had to do a review on this movie. Dude, I love the series, the whole franchise so far, so it's rocking it hard.
Yeah, I know we wanted to talk about it because, I mean, it's a must-see. Like, if you haven't seen it yet, you have to go and get it and watch it because you will love it.
This is the most scary, stylish horror movie I've seen in years. Like what?
Proof.
It's a pretty good disc. Like nowadays, you can probably get this movie for like $9.99, right? But it's actually got some decent features in it. It's got Behind the Peepers. Director's commentary. Wait, that doesn't. An alternate opening and ending sequence. So it's got quite a few features for a disc that you could probably pick up for $10. So it's a pretty good deal. Released by MGM.
That's what the line does.
You can watch this disc in widescreen or in standard. Why watch it in standard format?
Nobody does. Stop doing that.
Stop
people.
it. Oh, but I just don't like the black bars and the bottom top of the screen because I feel like I'm missing part of the movie. Bull!
It's the opposite.
Exactly.
Tell 'em.
You're missing part of the movie this way when the whole movie is formatted to fit a square TV because movies are shot for rectangular theater screens.
Don't get too technical for them, but
That's right. So, if you've not seen Jeepers Creepers by now, please check it out because it is a great movie and it is. I really wish the whole I mean, it did well, but I just wish it was a way more successful in because it's just, I don't know, it really doesn't feel like this movie had the longevity that a lot of other like the Friday the 13th franchise or Nightmare on Elm Street franchise and stuff like that. Maybe it just hit at such the weird time, at the mudslide of the horror genre.
it deserves to be up there, man.
Totally does. I mean, to me, this has always been the next franchisable monster. So, and you know, and 2 was great too, and it's awesome that they got 3 coming out. But it's just like, yeah, where is my Jeepers Creepers cereal?
New from General Ills, it's Jeepers Creepers cereal. Start your day right with the cereal based on the family favorite movie that's fun for all ages. Jeepers Creepers cereal. Now with more eyeballs. Part of any nutritional breakfast. The only cereal in shape of bat wings, and for good reason. It stays crunchy in milk, now with even more riboflavin. And kids, there's a free severed head inside each box of Jeepers Creepers cereal. Buy it today.
So that's it for this episode of Movie Reviews from the Asylum. I'm Insane Mike.
Jason.
And we will see you at the next time. Zombie.
Trans.
Family fun.